Have you ever read a poem that just jumps off the page? One that feels so alive you can almost see it and feel it? Well, that's exactly the magic we're diving into today with Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's amazing poem, Daybreak. We're going to unlock how he takes something you can't even see, the wind, and gives it a powerful voice. Right from the very first lines, you know this isn't just any old breeze. A wind comes up out of the sea, and it speaks. It doesn't ask. It tells the mists, make room for me. It's on a mission. So that's the big question, isn't it? How does Longfellow do it? How does he turn a simple morning wind into this incredible, energetic journey that literally wakes up the entire world? Well, let's pull back the curtain and find out. Okay, so the answer isn't some kind of literary magic. It's craft. It's skill. You see, poets have this collection of special tools they use to create these incredible effects. Think of it like a master carpenter's toolkit, but for words and emotions. And these tools have a name: literary devices. They're basically the secret ingredients that let a writer go beyond just saying what's happening. They help them paint a picture, create a mood, and make us, the readers, really feel something. And there's one device in this poem that does most of the heavy lifting. Let's open up that toolkit, shall we? The number one most powerful tool driving Daybreak is something called personification. And trust me, once you see it, you're going to see it everywhere in this poem. Personification is really just a fancy word for a simple, brilliant idea: giving human traits to something that isn't human. So in our case, Longfellow doesn't just describe the wind. No, he turns the wind into a character. It has a voice, it has a mission, it gives commands. The wind is basically the hero of the story. Just look at these words right here: hailed and cried. The wind doesn't just blow past the ships, right? It hails them, like a captain calling out. It cries out a message of hope. These are things people do, and they're full of purpose. And it gets even better. The wind gets to the forest, and what does it do? It issues a command: shout. So the sound of rustling leaves, Longfellow reframes that as a joyous, booming shout of celebration for the new day. It's not just noise, it's an answer to the wind's call. Now notice this. This is so cool. The tone changes. With the ships and the forest, it was loud, right? Crying, shouting. But with the corn, it whispers. This shows us the wind isn't just a mindless force. It's smart. It adapts its voice to who it's talking to, from a powerful command to a gentle, quiet whisper. So all of these little moments, these commands and whispers, they start to add up. Each one is like another brushstroke on a canvas. And together, they're painting this huge, dynamic picture of the entire world waking up. I mean, just listen to this incredible energy build. Sail on to the mariners, awake to the whole world, shout to the forest, sing to the birds, proclaim the hour to the church bell. With every single line, the world gets louder, brighter, and more alive. But this powerful journey of awakening is about to hit a wall. Because after all that energy, all that shouting and singing and life, the poem takes this sudden, really dramatic turn. The entire mood shifts in the last two lines. And the wind's triumphant march comes to this quiet, thoughtful stop. Wow, just listen to that. It crosses the churchyard, not with a command, not with a shout, but with a sigh. And its message is the complete opposite of everything it just said. It's not wake up, it's not yet, stay resting. This great force of life stops here. And this contrast is everything. Let's just look at it side by side. In the world of the living, you've got these powerful, active verbs: cry, shout, sing. You've got loud commands. The whole thing is bursting with life. And then you get to the realm of the dead. And what do you have? A passive verb, sigh, a quiet statement, a request for rest. This is where the wind's power to awaken finds its absolute limit. So by using personification to take us on this whole journey, Longfellow is doing something much bigger than just describing a sunrise. He's actually getting us to think about one of the biggest themes there is: the relationship between life and death. You see, the wind becomes a metaphor for life itself. It's this relentless, energetic force that just sweeps across the globe, calling everything and everyone to wake up, to join in, to live. And then the churchyard. That becomes the final boundary. The call to awake that worked on ships and forests and birds, it has no power here. Life, as strong and as loud as it is, respects the final, quiet peace of death. The same wind that can command the living can only sigh in the presence of the dead. And that kind of leaves us with this final, powerful thought to chew on. The poem isn't just a celebration of life, it's also this beautiful acknowledgement of death's quiet dignity. By giving the wind a voice, Longfellow shows us both the unstoppable power of a new day and the profound, silent boundary that it just cannot cross. It really makes you wonder, what other invisible forces are out there, just waiting for someone to give them a voice so they can tell their story?